Guys, wait, hold on. What's going on here? Is anyone watching VXRT right now? Because this puppy's fallen off a cliff. Wait 1 second, VXRT. We'll start the chat in a second here. All right, so, whoo, I'm all over the place. So I got a second computer right next to my other monitor because we were having a lot of lag yesterday. When I was kind of going through my stats, and Firefox isn't a pretty efficient browser, but just alone removing Firefox, anything helps. And the only thing I had on for Firefox was the chat. That was the only window. So hopefully that's gonna do. That's gonna make everything a little bit better. It's getting summertime. It's hotter. I know that sounds a little ridiculous, but my laptop's already kind of on the edge, and it's on fire. Yesterday after the stream, it turned off. So I hope that doesn't happen during the stream. So anything that I have less on here, the better. So I'm using my second laptop, which is like a Chromebook. It's like the most ridiculous thing. You guys probably know what a Chromebook is. It's basically like a Google browser. And that's it. If you don't have internet, you could basically just use it as a paperweight. It doesn't really do anything. Okay, well, let's see here. I'm just kind of giving it a little bit. Today pre-market trades are definitely possible. I tried one with EKSO, it didn't work out. Okay, cool. So I'm going to be kind of moving my head around a little bit more in this in today because the second laptop. So let's see here. I gotta get situated. First of all, let's welcome everyone. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the live stream. We first review the watch list, then we trade the market open every day. I saw some of you guys, or at least somebody in here, Jin Shelley, asking where to join the chat. There is a Discord chat room, but the chat I was just talking about is the YouTube chat. So nothing you're missing if you're in YouTube. Hope everyone had a good start to their day. Hope everyone had a good week so far. Today is Friday. It's the 26th of June. It's fake news. It's 9:13 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got another 17 minutes now till the 17 minutes now till the market opens at 9:30. We'll wrap up trading probably around 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes a little earlier, sometimes a little later. Depends what's going on. Yesterday we ran till 12 because it was hot. Check out the video description below for some FAQs, and let's dive into things. Let me close the door. Okay, so yeah, you can tell there's no browser open right now, which I gotta say is nice, but it's also kind of sad. I kind of liked everything in front of me. Now it's a little bit to the side of me. Nice and in sync today from Dex. That's good to hear. That's what I want to hear. These savages are still trading LK, huh? Okay, so let's go through our kind of lead gappers here. Obviously, we got VXRT pulled up. This was two big green days now. This is going to be the third big green day. 110% pre-market move, 59 million float, US biotech with that coronavirus news, the memorandum on oral vaccine. You guys can obviously go through it on your own time, but there is catalyst. It's kind of been the same catalyst for the last 2 days, so it's kind of the big run up from there. Anything else? I think that was everything that I wanted to kind of mention here. Yeah, so VXRT is definitely kind of running into some huge resistance zones. I kind of went a little crazy with my lines today. I should probably remove some, but some key areas here at 13. This has been a consistent base. We're kind of pulling up to this $12 area. So let's see if we can, break past 12 and run to 13, and then 15 is a pretty key area as well. So it seems like every other dollar at this point is a bit more relevant. So something to kind of focus on with VXRT. Let's see here. Let's quickly go back to EKSO. I had a pre-market trade here with EKSO, and it didn't really work out, but luckily I cut my losses very quickly. Basically, as soon as the trade was very, very weak, it's going to populate here any moment. Here it is. So we had a nice little 9-minute EMA. We dipped right below it after having some volume on the breakout. It was looking good at first. I was up about 2%, but then we pulled back again, and I was like, I don't really want to be part of this, and I closed for a small loss. This could have been a small win. No, it was actually I broke even on this trade, so it was a total scratch. And then, then it had a huge 9% pull off. So, breakout or bailout. There's nothing wrong with a scratch. There's nothing wrong with a loser, but there is something wrong with sticking in a trade after your original thesis is broken, because then you're just hoping, you're wishing, you're gambling, you're not sticking to a strategy. So that's why, you want to take your, cut your losses quickly. Let's go to IBIO. This one, I was going to make actually one of the lead gappers on the day. Right now, it's in a pretty big support zone. Could see a little bounce here. 50%, actually, I think it was more like 70% after this last run here. IBIO is a little bit slower of a mover, and this is because it has 102 million float. Remember, guys, we're looking for tradable stocks with floats under 50 million, ideally, and actually really ideally under 10 million, because when you have a 1 million float, those are the ones that have huge moves. They get halted. EKSO, for example, under 5 million float. Those are really explosive. We're looking for stocks with a news catalyst. We're looking for stocks with strong spike history and that are former runners. IBIO, not the strongest mover. Good daily chart, so it has room to run. That's what we were talking about with VXRT. After 12, we can see maybe 14 or so. 13, 15, I meant to say. We're looking for a fast rate of change. And that's the one thing IBIO kind of lacks as well. And that's because of that big float. It takes more money to move IBIO. We like those stocks that where with 1 or 2 candles, you're up 10%. With IBIO, this whole entire move here is 18%, which isn't too bad. But it's not as explosive. And then for me personally, I ideally like stocks between $2 and $7. It allows me kind of to judge it a little bit better. Once you're dealing, outside that price range or below sub dollar, it gets a little bit more choppy, some flash crashes and stuff like that. 1AP Pro, and now you know how I feel when I draw lines. Yeah, it's easy to get carried away, but at the same time, I do really like kind of just identifying those key multi-month, multi-day support and resistance areas. I find that they help me more than more than they don't help me. So I make a lot of trades based on it, and I really enjoy it. So I won't really change anything, but yeah, focusing on obviously the most important areas so you don't get too cluttered tends to be very good. So IBIO, for example, all these red lines are multi-month support and resistance. So you can see here, this is exactly how far we ran up in pre-market, and then we had a nice breakout here. And guess what? We're pulling back to this area and having the first major bounce off this area. So support and resistance, I think, is the easiest technical analysis that anyone could do. And since it's so easy, since so many people can do it, it's the one thing that holds true most of the time, because that's like the one thing that everyone's looking at. Once you're diving into fib retracement, whatnot, most people aren't looking at that, and especially with small caps, because it goes really, really day. It's like price action is really key. Oh, I just tried to move my mouse over to my other laptop, and I just had like the most intense brain twitch ever. Caesar, I checked the float on FinViz, but there's several sites. VXRT pulling back again here. Might even break VWAP here. Yeah, 1AP Pro. I totally feel you on that. Let's talk about our other lead gapper, MDCA. This one's looking pretty hot. This one was gapping up 200% pre-market, 69 million float. Again, kind of on the high side, but we've been seeing a lot of these larger float stocks absolutely rip, so I wouldn't discount it entirely. Had a 27% pullback from the pre-market highs, which is not too bad. US ad agency, they have a Stagwell combination at $425 a share, so they could see a nice little run all the way to $425 at least. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure on the MDCA catalyst when it comes to potential business combination. So combination is a very unusual word, I feel like, in this space. Do they mean like a merger? I'm not totally sure. If you guys know, please correct me here, or at least, I don't know, share your wisdom, but business combination, I feel like that's a bit of an unusual word. So I'm not entirely sure if that means merger or not, but I'm sure we could figure it out in an article. I just haven't gone through the whole entire article. Potential transaction. Anyway, it's priced at $425, this combination. So for now, pretty big moves from there. See, we have a clear support zone here at about $4. You can see we had a big gap down. We had several bounces off this area, and once we broke this area, we hit kind of a new low. We can also kind of identify that 334 seems to be a bit of a high. We've had some fake outs from this area, but overall, it's a bit of a reversal zone. We also see a bit of a base here. It acts as a bit of a pivot zone, some bases here, some support. So let's kind of go back here. So we broke all the way to this 3.5 area, had several kind of attempts to break through it. Now we're kind of pulling back a little bit. I think MDCA could be a really nice red to green move. So I'm going to be watching this one at the market open for sure. VXRT, I kind of want to be watching at the market open as well. $10 could be also a red to green zone. So yeah, all key areas that I will be looking for. We still got another 7.5 minutes until the market opens. So there's not too big of a rush here. Cruiser. OPTT just kind of popped up on here. Not totally sure how I'd want to trade this one. Was just sub dollar. Now it's above $1. Chart long-term wise. What's up with this one? What's the catalyst here? Launches hybrid power boy. Power hybrid. What? Friday China. Ooh. Okay, still having some issues with TOS, so I'm a little nervous that something bad's gonna happen. Gets 0.9 million funding. 0.9 million is kind of a big deal, over 10% of the whole entire market cap of the company, but that was quite some time ago. So it looks like launches hybrid power boy. Am I saying that wrong? Why does that feel so wrong? B-U-O-Y. How do you pronounce that? OPTT. So their float is definitely south of 10 million. Launch hybrid. Carmela, I've completely scared you off of TOS. I've scared myself off of TOS. Honestly, like I don't know what's been going on lately with me on it, but it's not nice. I think it's also a bit of my my laptop, so I don't want to blame TOS too much. There are some things about TOS that I find just generally very annoying, like the decimal places. That has got to be like a hard code fix somewhere. I mean, it's like, can it get any worse? Let's see. So Ocean Power Technologies, OPTT, is a USA electronical equipment and parts company. Float 9 million. VXRT breaking higher. I actually like VXRT. Well, guys, we got another 3 minutes, well, basically almost 4 minutes here. Don't forget to drop a like if you haven't done so already. The market's gonna open up here very soon. Yep, Constantine, I totally kind of agree with that. I've been having more issues, more lag. That's why I brought in the second laptop today. Webull has a really nice web interface. I gotta admit, I do like Webull's web interface quite a lot. About 80% move on OPTT so far. All right, I think we kind of have enough stocks though that I'm going to be watching. I'm going to keep a close eye on VXRT on my second screen. Could be a really solid kind of setup here at the market open, so I'm going to keep a close eye on that. MDCA popping up here as well. VXRT having a potential little pullback entry here on the 9-minute EMA. Another 2 minutes here till the market opens. I'm interested to see what kind of move MDCA makes if we're going to break right above VWAP. Another minute and 18 seconds here. VXRT could be an entry here near the 9-minute EMA. Another 48 seconds. Put the volume a little lower this time. I think last time I was giving myself a heart attack. Probably scare you guys as well. All right, guys, good luck, everyone. 30 seconds here till the market opens. Five more seconds. Good luck, everyone. VXRT opening up higher here. Same with MDCA. VXRT, possible entry around 11.5. VXRT did break that 12 zone. This could be very explosive from here on out. MDCA is moving a little bit slower than I would have expected. VXRT at 12.65. Had a limit order here at the open, but I missed that entry. $12 could be an entry. Gonna put another MDCA, just I don't want to miss anything here. I think VXRT was just halted. 12% move so far. No, maybe it wasn't halted. MDCA pulling back. So far, no trades from me. VXRT bouncing off 12. Removing VXRT limit order, just kind of watching it here. So far, my scanners are not updating. Typical. MDCA, possible red to green move. %8 so far. LK halted. MDCA actually looks pretty healthy in this area. Kind of want to keep watching it here. VXRT also looks pretty interesting. Could be a break of 13. VXRT breaking out here. Watching VXRT very closely, but got MDCA on the main screen because I don't want to miss a possible dip buy on it. VXRT 59 million float. I'm surprised it's moving as hard as it is. I think VXRT was just halted. It's had a 25% move so far. Congrats to you guys that got on it. Somehow I missed a lot of my entries on VXRT. MDCA pulling back again. Nice, nice, nice. Congrats, guys. VXRT will probably be opening, well, probably open up at 39.50. I'm not sure why my scanner's not updating. Possible pullback here on MDCA. Would like an entry around 56. Missed a few entries on it. Trying to catch this bottom here is a little bit tricky. That 56 point was almost a perfect touch. Might be another pullback here. 56 being retested again. No, still no entry. Could see another pullback here on MDCA. Watching VXRT, it's going to open up here about in a minute. I feel like I'm kind of just tripping over myself with MDCA a little bit here. Maybe we'll get a quick pullback. MDCA, I mean, VXRT is about to open up here. VXRT opening up, kind of switching my attention here. VXRT, really sweet move. Same with MDCA, sweet moves here on both of them. I was a little bit too conservative. Would have been up around 10% on this one. Oh well, we got time. No reason to rush here. A lot of these have a bigger float. Even MDCA had a bigger float. I was expecting it to pull back a little bit more, but it never really got super aggressive on the pullbacks. All right, I'm right with you guys. I'm missing a lot of these dips as well. Probably will use some 2K position sizes. First, I want to ease in a little bit, build a cushion. EKSO halted, killer move. Let me quickly just go through here. What am I missing? IBIO, guys, really nice move on IBIO. 15%. VXRT, big pullback here. Might even get halted on the way down. Yeah, EKSO, that's a really nice, sweet move. VXRT looks like it's going to get halted here if it continues this pullback. No, just a big dip. Nice red to green on IBIO. Nice, Michael. EKSO is going to open up on the 44. Let's see how that goes. Woo! VXRT might be pulling back one more time here. Might break VWAP. Second big green day on EKSO. VXRT looks like it might have a VWAP bounce right now. MDCA all the way at 5.2. I wonder if it's going to crack that 2.5. I mean 2.52. Sorry. EKSO opening up here. Opens up higher. Pull back to 10. Yesterday, EKSO had really nice halts, and then it would pull back for a second and then start ripping higher. MDCA pulled back below 2.5. Yeah, this is what I was worried about here. These quick, ferocious pullbacks. MDCA, it looks like might keep pulling off. I'm not too optimistic about it now. I'll see if it pulls back higher at one point. 9:45, guys. It's 9:45. I've yet to make a market open trade. This is ridiculous. But it's good. Like, you don't have to jump in on stuff left and right. I think VXRT, I would have really liked to buy on that pullback to 12. That's probably the biggest one I feel like I missed. Other than that, I feel okay. VXRT might even pull back below VWAP here. Little dip buy on IBIO here at 42. Still pulling back here. Let's see what happens. Buyers coming in now on IBIO. Let's kind of give it a little bit longer here. Having some TOS issues again. Oh my God, the extended hours is on. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, come on. That was a bit my fault. I'm going to close this one, IBIO, for a small loss. I tried to buy the dip here on IBIO. It did not work. IBIO is our lead gapper, so I was expecting a little bit more power out of it. I don't trust when bounces are weak. I just don't like to be in that situation. So that was a big reason I got out of IBIO. So that was a little bit unfortunate here. I also just wanted to sell already, and then I ran into some issues. So I felt like... Nice, Augustine. That's beautiful. I'm watching VXRT. Maybe we're going to have another pullback here. IBIO having a bit of a bounce. So it looks like I was more or less right, but my timing was off and my entry was off as well. So right idea, wrong everything else. So that's why I always like to start off, with lower position size. It makes the first trade not really too stressful. VXRT pulling back off again. Watching VXRT closely here. Yeah, so that's a bit unfortunate. IBIO did exactly what I wanted to. Would have maybe made 3% on it. Not really the biggest, whatever. Yeah, it is what it is. First baby bounce on MDCA. Oh man, MDCA was a sketchy one, huh? Nice, Heiko. 2 profitable trades. Good way to start the day. All right, now I have 2 red trades in a row, but both of them were very small, so that's really good. Yeah, at the high of 14.3, that's a shooting star candle, Matthew. 2.4, nice little bounce here in this area. Yeah, almost got a nice entry on VXRT. I kind of chickened out on it though and removed my limit order, and that would have been a good 6-7% trade. So is what it is. It's kind of like yesterday. Yesterday I had a kind of annoying start to the day as well. Like a little bit of a actually till like 11 o'clock I was red yesterday, and then we finally got back into the green at one point. $9.50. You know what? I'm gonna have to take a little breather here. Think about where I went wrong. 2-minute, 3-minute intermission. Appreciate that, Kyle. EKSO is quite a sketchy little mover here. Nice pullback to 52. Quick little bounce here in this area, but not really anything too interesting, I would probably argue. IBIO, you know, a little bit unfortunate here. Just a little bit early of an entry. Other than that, you know, the trade would have worked out pretty well. So yeah, right idea, wrong timing happens. Luckily, we didn't take any sort of, you know, big major loss. MDCA still pulling back here. CTXR kind of crawling up here. FDA feedback on coronavirus treatment. They can apply for fast track. That's always a good sign. This actually looks like a potentially decent setup here. Got room to run. Boom, right as I say this is an okay setup. We got some decimal places issues here. Big breakout here on CTXR. Right as I say this looks like a good setup. CTXR, 40 million, 45 million shares outstanding, kind of on the higher side. Had to go through the news on I'm gonna remove this limit order for now. It's really annoying trying to get an entry on CTXR, I gotta say. Big breakout volume here. It's good. Like to see that. Yeah, I was like, this is an ABC pattern, just like having a nice potential setup for a breakout, kind of crawling up here in the ranks. I don't know what VXRT is going to do yet. Had a bit of a bounce here. Into always a tricky one. $9.58. Not usually my favorite time for buying breakouts. See, I have a whole video on that $25,000 challenge video in the first description, first link below. But in short, no, it's not under the pattern day trader rule, but it takes 48 hours till you get your cash back. So it has its own limitations. CTXR could be breaking this candle here. If it breaks this candle, this is going to be a very bullish sign. Breaks the high of this candle. Breaking it right now, very bullish. Very tough to enter. Nice, Heiko. Very nice. I think I need to stick to my own callouts. I missed so many entries today. I think it's crazy. If you check out cancel, I have 34 canceled orders. That's kind of ridiculous. Just being like a little bit short on almost everyone. But yeah, sweet work, Heiko. Yep. I'm watching VXRT out of the corner of my eye, like always. Third big green day on VXRT. Yeah, boy claws for sure. Yep, I'm not even really aiming for the perfect bottom, for perfect top. Sometimes I just, waiting for the possible setup that I'm looking for and it doesn't really happen. But yeah, for sure, sometimes it's good to remind yourself that. The XRT pulling back here. Yeah, after not getting this one, I didn't really, this is an 8% move, not too bad. I just wasn't really, didn't really want this setup anymore. Oh, Heike, if you're still in the chat with them, you should tell them to fix the issue on CTXR. Sweet trade on VXRT. Yeah, Corey, check out the video FAQs below in the video description. $10.03. Let's see here what happens. This is sometimes an interesting time. IBIO selling off here. So IBIO has been kind of always a slow mover for me, which at first maybe not really too interested in it. 2.2 decent support. I gotta say, for EKSO and IBIO, for being the two lead small caps, they're pulling off quite a bit. Then we have really CTXR also pulling off quite a bit. I mean, MDCA. Really, VXRT is one of the nicer ones. Bought at 13. It's an interesting spot. It really depends on your plans for it. I mean, right now, we had a bit of a failed breakout at that 14.3, but maybe it's going to have that second attempt at one point. I think CTXR might be on the backside of a move for at least a little bit. Make me a little bit cautious here. It's also a little tricky to trade. Happy to hear, Augustin. Appreciate it, man. So far, I'm not really seeing any trade opportunities that I would really want. So just kind of letting it go here a little bit. No need to jump in on anything that you don't like. Nice, good to hear. MDCA is having a few attempts here. Maybe we will break higher again on it. Maybe it's just taking some time to form a base. Not really something I'd want to get in just yet. Well, CTXR is trying here a little bit. I'd probably give it a bit longer though. Oops, alert not for down. If you set an alert under the price, it should automatically say at or below. Let's check it out, GPS. Yeah, some really nice breakout moves on it for sure. Looks like it's about to enter a short, maybe backside of the move play. Thanks, Matthew. Really appreciate that. CTXR, having that pullback we were thinking about. Oh, this is where it slows down just a little bit. I only had 2 trades today, nothing really too crazy. MDCA pulling back above 0.5. Big news on that. Breakout on MDCA, big volume here as well. Remember guys, MDCA, 69 million float US, ad agency, that 425 price target. It's quite a big move here on this one. Nice pullback to the 50. You guys think it's going to keep breaking out? VXRT halted. Was that halted on going on the way down? Oh yeah, it was, huh? Doesn't look like there's any super bad news about it though. It's gonna open up on 16, 17 area. That's gonna be an interesting one to trade. Ooh, MDCA, guys, this one really might be back in action. At first, I thought it was just going to be a little whip like this with a steep sell-off, but so far, holding that high really, really nicely. So in total, MDCA, total pull-off here about 33% from the pre-market high. Looks like it's going to break VWAP here in a moment. This would be a very aggressive breakout buy here. I'm not the biggest fan of breakout buying, but some people are really good at it. Big volume on that last green candle. Big buyers here. This might break for the high. $86 getting chipped away. It's 270. Getting chipped away here. Trying to buy the breakout here. 270. Looking for one more move. Holding this area okay. Sold for a small loss here. Try to buy the breakout. I'm not the best breakout trader, but I like to throw it at it. I use small size, so a little bit of a scratch there. So really of a learning opportunity. I actually don't mind this one at all. I like to try to get those sometimes. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Now that I have the unlimited account, I could be a little bit more aggressive on that. Let's see what happens here, having a little bit of a pullback. Wanted to be careful though. Wanted to be really careful. This was a pretty decent little run up here, 16%. VXRT is going to open up here. I was a little bit late on the MDCA breakout. I should have, been getting into it on the 66, maybe even. I think MDCA though is definitely back in action. This one has a bigger float though, so keep that in mind. Maybe we'll get a little bit bigger of a pullback here. $67 could be another breakout attempt. I don't think I'm going to try the second breakout. Here we go, MDCA. Ooh, VXRT opening up here at 975. Could be pulling back a second time. Should be bouncing though. This thing's already pulling off so much. Yeah, nice 6% bounce on that one. Huge. Probably gonna do one more attempt here, but if I start, keep this sloppy streak up. I had three, actually I only had one scratch. Okay, so technically I'm not breaking any rules right now. That's good. Oh, that's cold lemonade. It's super good. Let's quickly check out what else is moving here, or not really what else, just kind of check up on our other gappers. See, we had IBIO with that big pullback here to 2.2. Nice little bounce, retested the former support zone. So pretty sweet move, I would really say. Really nice bounce on IBIO. VXRT, big move here after the halt, looking good. No bad news came out about it. EKSO. CTXR. This is a bit what I was worried about here. Possible bounce opportunity here. Super tricky to trade this one. Bouncing back up at 160, big buyers there. 162 instantly moving. Yeah, I wanted that 58. We were on it for a second, then I lost it in the order book. VXRT didn't have any bad news. Nice, I go slaying it today. MDCA with a bigger pullback here. Yeah, Peter, I totally agree on that. $10.21, guys. A little sloppy for me. Yeah, it is kind of required RM for the unlimited account. But check out the video link below, tradejournal.co/connect. I talk about the whole challenge, how we got over it, and all that stuff. CTXR pulling back again. That was a pretty hard sell-off. That's what made me a little bit cautious with this one. I was like, that seems a little bit unreasonable. Congrats, Lena. I would like to see MDCA break back above this 2.8 zone. I think that would be a really interesting kind of setup. Man, Heiko, you're scalping central, but you know what? Sometimes that's all you got to do. Just a few 2% trades, but you just got to watch out because you know one bad trade can erase several good trades. That's kind of what I'm trying to avoid here. Looking for those cleaner setups. But yeah, I don't know. That breakout setup was not necessarily clean, but I thought, you know, it had potential. It kind of worked, but wrong timing, I guess, a little bit for me. Thoughts on Dogecoin? I don't know. No thoughts, I guess. MDCA looks like it's going to keep pulling back here. EKSO, it's a little trickier to trade these breakouts today. EKSO, or no, what was that? CTXR had a really nice morning. EKSO had a pretty sweet red to green move. There's definitely opportunities. I missed a lot of them this morning. MDCA pulling back again. Fun place, yeah. That's a nice little return. I'm waiting for something to start kind of ripping up here, showing a little bit more signs of strength. Something that maybe a 5-minute setup. CTXR, I'm not really sure. Could keep pulling back. I don't really see a 5-minute setup, at least for a breakout. Could definitely be a bounce at one point. MDCA, huge sell-off there. Ooh, really good, Heiko, that you took profits on that one because this was like a 15% pullback. That was ferocious. HTBX kind of popping up here. That big resistance on above. You guys seem pretty hot about VXRT. I'm not really sure. I mean, that was a pretty big move it already had. It was at 25 cents a few weeks ago. And now, you know, hit a high of almost, you know, 15, 14, 30. So I probably wouldn't hold it too much, especially over the weekend. It wouldn't probably be my thing. MDCA still up the most on the day, 110%. That last sell-off was very strong though. Interesting move on VXRT. Yeah, big run so far in DVAX. Just not really being traded too much today. Nice out of the gate though. Pretty sweet. All right, Michael, take care. And not a bad little break here at DVAX. VXRT trying to pull back up here. VXRT could be past 11 any moment. And IBIO is struggling. Also, IBIO has a lot of days that, you know, spike up or gap up, but it does not hold the highs. So that's probably something I would concern. DVAX, that's just a nice little breakout. MFA. Which ticker was MFA? Or which company? Ticker overload. EKSO does not have a lot of volume yet today at all. EKSO, though, trying again here. That was a nice red to green move on EKSO. At this rate, EKSO is going to get halted again. I think everyone remembers that big run it had yesterday. Came out with news on the 7. EKSO price target from $12 to $8. Oof, that's not the nicest news. Oh, doesn't look like people really care though. $10.30 now. EKSO making decent progress here. Possible dip. EKSO running here, breaking higher. Woo, that came quickly. Yeah, it would have been a nice one, huh? Woo! Here we go, guys. The EKSO looks like it could possibly be back in the game. Second biggest volume on the day for small caps. So far, so good. Ooh, sorry. Big volume coming in back in this one. Nice, Jay. Sweet, sweet entry. Good stuff there. I was a little bit too slow on EKSO. Actually, by the time I saw it, it was kind of not really the move I was looking for. Oh yeah, for sure. Big volume popping in on this one. This thing also has big hold potential. I wouldn't even be surprised if it halted above 10.5. Really like to see those hold levels. This was a pretty hefty move. 8%. This is TD Ameritrade ThinkorSwim platform. $10.35 now. It looks like we might have a little bit of a late morning kind of setup here with EKSO. IBIO kind of pulling back. Would like to see a bit break above the 2.5 again. EKSO is looking pretty interesting. CTXR could be seeing a bit of a reversal. I don't know, Michael. I mean, it's a small amount, but why not? If you want, it's totally up to you. I don't see any new news on CTXR. What are you seeing? MDCA pulling back here again. Really not sure about that. Maybe. If it holds its highs and starts having reversal, maybe in the afternoon. EKSO trying to break higher here. 10.5 could be a bit of a breakout zone. Keeping a close eye on it. Could be a fairly healthy setup here on EKSO. Not the biggest fan how it kind of lost steam on that second kind of breakout. Here we go. EKSO just broke. Needs to break that 70. I already got stumped before on EKSO. I don't really want to get stumped just again. I know it's been a little trickier for me to trade this one, so I'm not going to rush into anything. Decent sell-off there. CTXR back in the game. What kind of news are you guys seeing on CTXR? I'm not seeing it. $10.42, things are getting interesting. CTXR, I'm keeping a close eye on it. I think he's swing trading it or investing. Good question, Heiko, because I know you've been wanting to look that one up pretty consistently. EKSO, bit of a VWAP bounce here. Uh, 8% pullback. CTXR could be an interesting pickup at 56. Yeah, that's no fun. That's true. What is EKSO going to do? A lot of questions. Kind of feel like I'm just sitting on the sidelines today a little bit. Computer frozen a little bit here. Ah, there it goes, back up. That's not a bad idea, Heiko. It's not a bad idea at all. MDCA we could see a little crack here, VWAP at one point. Heiko's getting called out by donkey sticks. Honestly, EKSO just looks like a bad idea, in my honest opinion, although it could absolutely rip. Not saying it's not going to, but playing a little bit more with fire. I want to stay open-minded, and if I see the right setup, I want to jump on it. Just not yet something I would jump on. Back at 10.35 VXRT, could be a nice little bounce in this area. Or it might sell off. I don't know. I'm not sure how I'm going to be touching VXRT. I would like to see this area hold, and then maybe we're going to have some sort of afternoon spike. But for now, for day trading, it's not looking that hot because the volume's really fading on this one. So I would like to see a bigger move before I get back in on VXRT. 1AP Pro, you got to let us know next time you buy so we can all start shorting it. Whoa, EKSO pulling below VWAP here. Watch out, guys. CTXR making some moves higher here just on very low volume, which has been like my biggest kind of problem with it. Even these big moves don't have a lot of volume. Definitely looks like it could be back on the way up though. 16% move so far. Possible bounce here, CTXR. Just had that little entry. Some decent buyers here on CTXR. Taking a small loss on it. Momentum was shifting. I said I'll get out of this one. No real big losers today, but no winners. Just not really my best day. I missed a lot of orders. I think that's 3 red trades in a row, I gotta say. I think that's 3 red trades in a row. One was a scratch. One didn't really count because I was kind of joking around with this breakout. All very small, like less than 1% losses. So we're not really down today much, but it is what it is. Yeah, I'm not snagging him today. It's like when you go fishing and you just keep getting skunked or something. Like that's a little bit my day here. CTXR popping back up. CTXR might actually pull off here. I don't know. It's just not getting the breakout entries that I'm looking for. CTXR pulling back now, so it's a good thing I cut my losses on this one. Yeah, big volume on AIKI today. Not the worst setup here. Offers update on machine learning driven pancreatic cancer research. Interesting, interesting, interesting. CTXR still pulling back. CBLI. If you guys call out ticker, sometimes it's nice to know if it's breaking out, if there's, you know, why are you calling out? Is it a dip buy support? CBLI, yeah. Okay, so this one's looking pretty decent here. Big resistance at 2.5, kind of keep that in mind. Interesting move for sure. 16%, really nice CBLI. Kind of popping up here too on the scanner, moving up slowly. Scratch boy, yeah, it's for sure. That's a good idea. CBLI, nice little pullback here. Is Scratch Boy better or Scratch King? OPTI. You mean OPTI, not OPTT, right? Sorry guys, I think there's a zombie invasion outside. So all Berlin ambulances have decided to go to my street. Don't they know that we're live streaming here? Who do they think they are? OPTI would be like a funny thing just to throw some money in it, but I don't know. For day trading, I would absolutely not probably day trade this one. I mean, it's up 56%. You could throw $1,000 in here and see what happens. Could be kind of fun, but yeah, I mean, it's decent today. Not a lot of volume though. I mean, you can really get stuck. I would probably even do less than 1,000. I'd probably do like $500. I don't know. If you get stuck in OPTI, you might not be able to actually get out anywhere near the price you want. They probably are from the 20s. Although I just gotta say, like, as much as I make fun of Berlin, they just got some new buses here that are all electric, which are amazing. So if you're on your bike, it's like, it's heaven on earth. EKSO, quick little breakout here. Could be a quick pullback on 89. Nope, no pullback. CTXR pulling back. I've been waiting for a move like this on EKSO for quite some time. Was hoping it would start curling again. You gotta be kidding me. Quick entry here at 89. Small position size on this one. Quick healthy pullback. 10:04 already. Let's see if some volume kicks in on this one. Would like to see a bit more. New minute and 3 seconds. Looking for a break here of the former high at 16. Maybe we'll even get it. We did actually get that move, but it wasn't as strong as I was hoping for. It took just a small trade on it, little $10 trade. Knowing me, it's going to break that 25 now. Let's see. Today has not been my day, but let's see here. I was waiting for that bigger break. That's to public transportation could be a bit improved in the States. Volume back on EKSO. Buyers coming back in here. Buyers on the 10. Very light volume on that possible breakout here. Sloppy stuff. Looks like we might have a breakout here. Looking to get an entry here. Entry at 03. Let's see if we can get a higher move. Want to see the break of 17. Well, I actually made money on that, I think. Did I? Didn't get the breakout. Maybe I sold a little too soon. That was a giant potential fake out, and that's why I was like, not today. Nope. I'm not joining that potential fake out. I made $4. Guys, watch and learn. That's how you make $4. Although I gotta say, I'm still down $5 today. It's nothing like working a whole day and losing $5. Better than losing money. Yeah, you know, if this was a $2,000 position size hike, I don't know if you noticed. So, you know, we could have lost $60 on that dip. So I was like, I wanted to see instant resolution. I'm talking like breakout or bailout. And that rule saved me on that trade. My Lord. Whew. So I think CTXR might, I don't know. I've been watching CTXR, my other chart, probably for the ever since I got out of the trade. And I don't know what it's doing. Honestly, guys, today, just do whatever Heiko does. Do the opposite of what I do and you'll be green. I don't know. Yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna have to go to the hospital after this. High blood pressure, potential stroke candidate here. Just kidding. That's not something funny to joke about. God forbid. It's a horrible stuff. So, okay, so first, scratch boy at 3 trades, scratch king at 4 trades, and scratch God at 5? Or what's the thing? Corey and I are in the same boat. BTFO or GTFO, sure, that's funny. Headshot, triple kill, mega kill. Ultra kill. That makes me want to play some. What was that? I don't even remember what that game is called. Unreal Tournament. That's what it's called. Oh my god. I haven't played that in years. God mode. Yeah. Paul, that's a fun one though. All right, guys. Who's taking this trade? Who's trading EKSO? EKSO has got me all sorts of trippy. $57 likes, guys. I just checked. This is the first time I'm checking the stats in the stream today, guys. I appreciate all the likes. Don't forget, if you're totally new here, consider subscribing. We're going to come out with a recap video a little bit later today, and then every morning at 9:15 a.m. we trade the market open. Sometimes I'm in a pre-market trade. I'm screaming. Sometimes I'm, pumping caffeine into my veins. I don't know. It's always a interesting start to the streams. IBIO below 2.25. It's pulling back. VXRT. Man, I was quite excited with that EKSO. I thought it was really going to break out. VXRT, quick little snappy dip on here. This, it's tough to close a trade quickly on this kind of setup. So I definitely feel you guys. This is why trading dips sometimes is a little bit more stressful, or predicting breakouts. If you trade into a breakout, you basically know what your stop is. Basically, if the trade's not working out in the next 15, 20, 30 seconds, you get out. But when you're trading dips or you're pre-trading breakouts, you risk these kind of flash moves, I find. All right, Corey, man. Take care. Happy to have you here, though. Happy you stopped by. IBIO is selling off. Man, everything is selling off. I'm just happy that we made a little bit of progress today in the right direction. Don't forget to drop likes on the way out, guys. That's giving me a virtual high five. Whoops, just like that. Texas shutting down all bars again. Honestly, I think Berlin would just disappear if it shut down all the bars. I don't even know what happens in this city when people don't go out. Although I gotta say, it's been quite nice. It's been like a real kind of authentic Berlin culture coming out again with all this less traveling stuff. Yeah, the Corona sector is hot again. That's a good point. A lot of vaccine stocks coming out too. Yeah, people want to go out, but yeah, I mean, reopening stuff is a big risk, right? Yeah, honestly, those coronavirus plays were going for weeks, I feel like. That's cases popping off. Yeah. You could sit inside in the restaurants. Honestly, Berlin feels like it's totally reopened. The only thing is like the clubs and the face masks inside of stores or grocery stores. Other than that, it has a pretty open feel to it. Yeah, in the Keys, you probably even want some tourists, like just to get a little bit of movement. EKSO, man, if I stopped out at 977, I would have been so upset. Take care, David. If you're rolling out, that is. Texas Governor Greg Abbott. Close on the house. You guys know Heiko's getting a house. He's going to be coming out with some pretty wild YouTube videos not too long from now with the house. Maybe we're going to set up a trading station, do some crazy stuff, snort some caffeine. CBLI is still strong. CBLI with the, let me quickly pull it up here. Yeah, actually, good point. CBLI is strong. CBLI making some pretty decent moves here. Broke above that 2.5. That's the key zone we were talking about here a little bit. Maybe we'll get a little bit of a pullback. Nope, no pullback. This could keep breaking out here. 61. Yo, I definitely would have bought this, but that is the sketchiest news ever. Priced at 209 a share. This is not really something you'd want to see on a stock breaking higher. Am I crazy? Man, we've been getting the weirdest stuff going on in the market lately. By the way, guys, there's going to be a TradeJournal.co update happening, I think, on Saturday. We've been working on it for the last 2 weeks. It was way more complicated than I would have ever thought. You can now toggle to table view on the trades and the statistics page. So you're going to be able to see much more information about any one trade. I think you guys are going to really like that. I hope you guys will really like it. I'm testing it out on the test site, and it's pretty cool. So definitely check that out. I think there'll be a tweet about it. I think Saturday, maybe Monday the latest, but most likely Saturday. No, there's no chat room yet, but I think getting the Discord into Trade Journal is actually going to be a thing. Is VXRT? I don't know. Maybe could be a long term. I honestly, I have not been looking at it for a long term play, so I couldn't really say that. Man, I actually wanted the CBLI kind of dip here, but I gotta say the news. Wait, oh my God. Am I retarded? Yep, I am. I read the wrong date. I thought that was the news for today. I was like, they have an offering and it's running up right now. This is gonna crash any moment. Oh, I would have 100% took that trade if I did not read that catalyst. Oh well. Nice call out though on CBLI. Good call. I think Boeing's gonna have a nice recovery for sure, and Airbus. I think all those stocks are so. I would just buy them on any big dip. $11.18, guys. Good call on MDCA. This one does not look too bad. If it breaks that 2.5, we could see some energy come back into this one. %6 move here. Facebook down. This is definitely more of a sell-off than a breakout, if you ask me. Volume's increasing on the way down. It's not really something you'd want to be seeing here. Might have a second attempt. I would be a bit more skeptical on it, though. Could be wrong, just kind of my thoughts on it. I like the fact that it had a decent amount of buy volume, though. Yeah, Heiko, you're definitely right. I feel the same way about Facebook. EKSO trying to pull up here. IBIO buy rating at 2.75. That's not too bad. I'd watch out, guys. EKSO kind of fell off a cliff a little bit here. Maybe it's going to have a bit more volume come back. Still second green day on EKSO. It doesn't have a lot of volume, so just really watch out with that. That looks really sketchy in my eyes. So and they were recently downgraded. It's definitely trying again, though. You could probably even argue this is a very big 5-minute candle, 5-minute ABC pattern. Daily consulting fee. I'll take it. That's so funny. I mean, EKSO had that pretty aggressive double top for sure. At 1044 roughly, 1050. It does seem to try to be holding this highs. Yeah, so MDCA, that's, you know, I was very cautious because the way the volume was forming on that one, and it's pulling back still. This could be another breakout here, EKSO. Very light volume though, but still one of the most thickly traded stocks. Biggest volume was on the sell candle. I wouldn't trade this probably with full position size anymore. I just find too much risk in EKSO. I'll take it. I'll take it, I go. Yeah, maybe I'll hit up the beer garden later today. Yeah, guys, EKSO, man, I don't know. I feel like if I was entering a trade on EKSO, I'd really be doing a bit of wishful thinking at the moment, kind of more hoping and emotional and FOMO trading than actual, calculated trading on EKSO. The squad. Yeah, that's so funny you posted that. It's exactly what I was just thinking. I was like, this is pure FOMO at this point. Dip buy on CBLI. CBLI was a really nice one. I can't believe I missed that. I honestly thought, I read the news about an offering and I thought it was from today. EKSO trying to bounce. VXRT. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of VXRT because I feel like it's super overextended. Even if it has great news on it, I wouldn't want to hold something over the weekend. That's just me. I'm also not swing trading here. I'm doing a whole different style of trading. You see me. I'm out of trades in like 30 seconds when they don't go my way. So like you got to know what you're doing, what your plan are. Heiko said this before. Basically, if you don't have if your trading thesis is no longer true, so it's not really doing what you want it to do, I don't know, that's sometimes a good indicator that you might want to cut your losses or even take profits. Sometimes you want to break out, it breaks out, but it's not breaking out that strong, so you get out. That's also not a bad idea. Yeah. At least you walked away with 1K. That's 1K more than you started the day with, so that's really nice. Don't trade what you don't understand. That's a good quote. It's a good line to remember. 11:26 here. Might wrap up somewhat soon. My P&L on the day is negative today. Today was a red day for me. I lost $5.34. Kind of a ridiculous day. I just dropped the ball pretty hard today. I missed so many good moves. Like, today was, Alex is going to miss every move day. It's ridiculous. I never have the most like expectations for Monday or Friday though, so I'm not really bummed. We also made back a little bit of money, so that's kind of a nice way to end the day as well. So I'm pretty happy overall, I think. EKSO pulling back. Oh, I think that's so funny. Oh, there we go, guys. I had a break-even day. Wait, Heiko, you only had his... Oh, wait, no, that was consulting fees. Okay, never mind. You did everything right. Appreciate that, Heiko. There we go, guys. That's how you have a green day. You just show everyone your P&L for the day and you hope for donations. Appreciate it, though. That's good, though. It means you had a really good day. That's awesome. I don't really have a target as a day trader. And TA, no, we still have the $25,000 challenge right here. I'm looking for some swing trades on it. I've yet to really decide on some swing trades. Oh, actually, fake news. Here we go. Let's go. I did have a swing trade, SPCE, and I actually had to cut my losses on this one. Totally forgot about this one. This is the problem with like always having limit orders for everything. So SPCE, let me actually go here to the larger chart and then go to the 15-minute. Sorry guys, I don't want to confuse anyone that's totally new here, but we're doing a little bit of swing trading on the side. Basically, SPCE had a huge breakout from a big resistance zone. I really like that. I missed this pullback here, and I was thinking there's probably going to be a good chance that we're going to have a retest somewhere near some key support and resistance, which was right here at 1659. We got a nice buy here at 1655. I was up like 3%, 2% or so, and I was looking for a continuation. And if you look at the daily chart, you can see here that this breakout was pretty big. We had that pullback, and I was looking for at least a hit of 20. So coming back here, we didn't get that, and we broke down here. So when we broke this key support at $16, I was like, okay, I was wrong. This trade is not going to work. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I was down like max at 8%, and I set a limit order to sell here at $16. Actually, it was like at $15.80. I'm not even sure why I got a $16 execution. So I took like, I think total, I don't know, like a 3 or 4% loss on this one. This was not bad at all. It happens. And, you know, so a risk reward of, you know, 3-4% to potentially make right here in this area, 19%, that's a really good, that's a 1 to 4 risk reward. So we just got to keep looking for these trades. They're going to come. We've been growing this account very nicely before the $25,000 challenge. The IRA account from $1,000 to $6,000 actually doing this exact same strategy. So the problem with it's not that entertaining to watch because it's very slow. Sometimes you wait a whole week or 2 or 3 weeks without getting a trade, and then sometimes you get like, you know, 5 in a week, but it's slow. But as I see more setups, we're going to be talking about them. But to be honest, I have not felt really comfortable on any sort of setups. So I haven't really been talking about this whole entire swing trading thing at the moment. Let's go back to EKSO. 632 on the call outs. Nice. That's awesome. Watch for the dip. I have not. I'll have to check it out. Going. Thanks, Dex. Now I have a green day. Guys, I have a $5 green day today. Awesome day. Thanks to the community for figuring it out. Thanks, Dex. It's really funny. I appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. That's how you do a green day, guys. I can now buy 2 beers. EKSO, guys, pulling back here. Scary stuff. FOMO shirt's not a bad idea. Can't go broke taking profits. Super true. Yeah, me too, guys. I'm hungry for a trade. I'm not gonna lie. I'm having a little bit of. I'm not really having FOMO, but I'm just having like. I don't know. It's like if you're playing sports and you're just sitting on the bench and you're just like watching everyone else play. You're just like, put me on the field. Like I just want to kick the ball or whatever. That's kind of how I feel right now. Like I'm not having necessarily FOMO, but I'm like. If I'm gonna be watching the game, I'd want to be playing the game. I'm gonna stop streaming pretty soon here. I'm gonna be wrapping up. Nice, Heike, that's a good strategy. It's a really, really good strategy. It's also good to be aware of the mental state you are in. And if you have a shirt that says, I am having FOMO, at least it puts you in that mental state where you're conscious of where you're going, what you're going through. Oh man, yeah, it's making me pretty hungry. Oh. I like how the stream was, wow, my laptop's so hot, even the keyboards, you could like burn your finger on it. You like type too long. All right, guys, I really think the trades are drying up a little bit here. I was hoping we would get some sort of late morning rally, something into noon, but so far it doesn't really seem like it. I'm just gonna go through some tickers. CTXR pulling back as well. I think my computer is about to blow up. Either that or my internet stopped working. I'm not sure which one. Woo! Things are just refreshing in all sorts of weird places. CBLI, guys, having a nice little bounce back here to 2.56, up already 6%. This is not really a classic breakout move because we're not having a 5-minute breakout. No, I have not used the E-Trade Power platform before. Is it good? Maybe I should try it out. I really think my biggest issue is more hardware related than software. So I'm already looking at some laptops. Psycho sent me a bunch. Looks like the Razer is a pretty hot pick for a lot of people. The problem is I would need somebody to come either to Berlin from the States with the laptop, or I fly to the States to pick up the laptop, because there ain't no way I'm buying it in Europe. That's just unnecessarily expensive. All electronics here are like an extra, I don't know, 10-15%. And then there's another, like, was it 19 or 17% VAT tax on top. I was building a desktop laptop on Amazon.com, and then I was like, oh, I got to put it on Amazon.de. And it went from like $2,000 to $4,000. And I was like, what? It was the same parts. Everything was the same. So yeah, buying electronics in Europe is not fun. Yeah, the Razer Blade Pro 17, I think it is pretty sexy. I would probably use it undressed, honestly. I would start trading naked. CBLI, kind of interesting here in this zone. CBLI is definitely official breakout now that it had a 5-minute move. Does anyone not know why CBLI is up? Michael, VXRT. That's funny. EKSO, very wicked dip here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Yeah, no news for me either. VBIV. I have not been looking at VBIV all day. VIV. Also doesn't have a catalyst today. Price target increased to $8. Definitely big support at that break of 3. Not a lot of volume on it. A little nervous here. Maybe it could be a pick at one point. I'm not loving anything I'm looking at, to be honest. Like I see some things and I'm like, could be a potential. But more than anything, I'm like, kind of sketchy. Ooh, guys, IBIO. CTXB plunge. IBIO, a little bit of move here. It's coming from the depths, not a lot of volume, so watch out with this one. 10% move overall, not the biggest move. Yeah, CTXR not looking too hot in this area. Ooh, CTXR, aggressive sell-off here. APT could break that high of 20. Could be a big, nice move on APT. Doesn't have a lot of volume, APT. I don't know if I would day trade it. IBIO trying. VXRT could be a reversal, Heiko, not a bad call out. I'm not sure, Sandra. Could be a dip buy. Gotta be quick though. Good call, Heiko, on that one. IBIO moving. Ian. Let's check it out. VXRT could be a pullback entry here, close to 10. So yeah, CBLI, I was a little bit nervous with this one. That was no joke. Quick dip here, 6%. VXRT popping again. VXRT is definitely having a hard time trying to break past 10.5. I'm looking for a potential order on it near 10, but I'm not totally sure if I'm going to stick with it. Volume's okay. Yeah, I totally feel you, Tristan. I agree. EKSO, man, this thing's just dipping and pulling back. Really not something you want to be part of, I think. IBIO, decent little move here. A little bit of volume coming back in on this one as well. 11% so far. Uh-oh. Yeah, sorry to hear that, man, Dax. So the trade on IBIO would have worked out pretty good. IBIO has a really, really weird history the way it moves. Kind of has these gap up days and then it just pulls back. It even has decent volume. I think AEY would be a little bit too light for me to trade. It does have some potential, but I don't think I would be looking to trade this one. No open limit orders at the moment. Gotta say, IBIO looks kind of like one of the more interesting picks here, with its kind of little move here to the upside. But I don't know. I feel like I missed this one. Oh, right as I'm saying, as I missed this one, giant pullback to 2.3. Phew. Big sell-off. Yeah. So I kind of felt like if I was trading in this area, I'd be chasing heavy. It's also Friday at noon. This is, you know, when things really start kind of wrapping up. Talking about wrapping up, I think I'm going to wrap up myself, ACI. Oh, it IPO today, huh? It's up. Look at that. First candle here. Damn, Tristan, that's crazy. 6 a.m. That's crazy. You got all day ahead of you. That's super exciting. I wish I had all day still ahead of me. I'm a little jelly over here. Albertsons, stop it. They're just IPOing? No. ACI, Albertsons company? Stop. What? Arch Coal? Sounds a little bit different. Albertsons company. They're still around, Albertsons? I think our Albertsons and Vero closed I have no idea. I couldn't even answer that. They work with Amazon. Ah, okay. Yeah, it must be something else going on here. They've been making that money with the quarantine, that quarantine money, that hustler money. All right, guys, my eyes are about to fall out of my head. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here. There might be some more opportunities, but I would rather miss these opportunities than, you know, stare at the screen and start going crazy. And, you know, sometimes I always think the best part about day trading in the morning is the fact that you have the rest of the day to do whatever you want. So, you know, don't become a slave to the market, or, you know, figure out how you like trading. Trade the afternoon, do whatever you guys feel like is best. For me, this is the best. I'm also in Europe, so I'm 6 hours ahead, and I can't, I'm not going to be trading at 10 p.m. It's just not going to work out. All right, guys. I will see you then first thing Monday, and I'll see you guys in the recap video this evening. Take care, guys. Have a great weekend, everyone. Peace. Oh, I gotta close it on the other computer.